This is a little song to say hello. Hi. Hi. Hi, 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 hi.
Hello, welcome to Drinking Beer. I'm your host, John Plunkett. Today, I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be reviewing Pabst Blue Ribbon. Why am I reviewing Pabst Blue Ribbon? People keep telling me that I need to review more regular beers if I want views. So I'm giving it a shot. Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's a favorite of mine and a favorite of the late Dennis Hopper. I'm going to drink this in a glass so you can see what it looks like in a glass. This will be the first time ever I've ever drank a Pabst Blue Ribbon in a glass, believe it. Okay, so let's get in the glass, see what it looks like. Whoa. I need to remember my own, warnings. Pro tip for everyone out there, make sure the bottle's over the glass before you start pouring. I've always have the beer over the glass before you pour it. Does anybody know why you tilt the glass? I just do it because I do it. Try to reduce the head, but see, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's obviously translucent as hell. It does look a lot like a Budweiser. Hi. But the taste, nothing. I like Pabst Blue Ribbon, but I like it in a way to where I like to drink it. PBR is definitely the go-to beer now for me because out of all the other beers that are easily accessible to me, I find this to have the best flavor. Although I do get Stroh's Light a lot. So this is the beer that my grandfather drank all the time. Like every single day of his natural life until he couldn't drink anymore because his liver was completely shot, and if he drank one more beer, he would have died. I guess you could say it's a family tradition. Not drinking it in the glass though, just the PBR. Yeah, but when it comes to occasions when you just want to kind of not think about anything and just relax and have a few beers, Pabst Blue Ribbon is my choice. My choice. I do love me some PBR. That's can number 2. Might have to stop drinking it out of the glass. I don't know, it's just taking longer. Drinking PBR in a can. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's what I'm doing from now on. I watch webcasts on Justin TV quite a bit. I actually do one of my own, but it's basically just old videos and assorted things. If you're not familiar with it, Justin TV, check it out, and I'm sure you'll find something there that you'll love. That's number 3. It's can time. What you're hearing kind of in the background is Justin TV webcast. It's karaoke at some bar. 4.
We're still waiting for some of these ladies to come up here.
Oh. Tea towel. Come on. There we go. What's that? There we go. Beer 5. This is my dog, Monty. Oh, this is one of 3 dogs. No. This is my other dog, Goliath. Say hello. Hello. I hardly ever pick him up, so he's like, ah! Shit! Watching Joe D's review of Southern Tier Pumpkin.
Worry with my camera, but it's all good. Trust me.
I gotta give props to Joe D. Joe D's.
So many good things about
I like his reviews.
man.
Well, that's 6 beers in an hour. Cracking 7 now. Well, when it's Pabst Blue Ribbon, how can you not? By the way, be sure to watch Fun Guys, which is here. Or would it be here? They like to drink beer too. Still watching the Fun Guys episode. Number 8. Also, if you get a chance, watch YouTube channel of Benny Valencia. Check him out. It's pretty funny. Especially the Nigerian scam stuff. That was pretty good. So, cheers to Benny Valencia. Number 9. I thought about doing game videos, but truth be told, I haven't touched my Xbox in upwards of probably 4 months. The thing that really tipped the scale for me was Fallout New Vegas. That game. Actually, it was 2 games. It was Red Dead Redemption and Fallout New Vegas. Those are the 2 that really kind of just became the death nail for the Xbox 360 for me. I mean, it's not like I couldn't go back and play it again. It's just I couldn't finish Red Dead Redemption because I just lost complete interest because it's horrible. Here's what Red Dead Redemption is. You're in a town and you got some missions to do. You're on a horse. Well, maybe you get a horse. I don't know, but whatever. You do your missions in town, then they say, oh, well, you got to go here and do some other missions. And that here is like fucking 500 miles away, and you got to get there on horseback. So you basically gallop across open fucking plains for like 8 minutes. No. That is, to me, that's the same thing as fucking Grand Theft Auto 4. And I hated that game. Or was it 5? No, it was 4. It's like, drive through the streets of the busiest city in the fucking world and try to get there in a certain amount of time without hitting pedestrians and clobbering into cars and destroying your car. Then get out and shoot a bunch of motherfuckers. You know, GTA 4 sucked. I hated it. Red Dead Redemption, I lost interest really easily. And then Fallout New Vegas. It really was the final nail in the coffin for me because I loved Fallout 3. Fallout 3 to me was like, wow, this is just great. But Fallout New Vegas is basically the same game. And, you know, you think one thing they kept saying in the previews was that Fallout New Vegas was going to be in you know, the ruins of Las Vegas, where a nuclear assault had not happened. No nuclear weapons had been discharged or whatever. But when you go to New Vegas and you look around everything, it all looks exactly the same as the bombed out, fucked up Washington, D.C. from Fallout 3. I mean, maybe not as destroyed, but I mean, it's in a similar wreckage and rampage. And they even have power from the Hoover Dam. You think that they would have thought, hey, let's make Las Vegas as pristine as it, you know, always was, because 1, they never got hit by a nuclear weapon, and 2, they never lost power. It would only seem sensible that they would be able to retain some sort of modicum of civilization within the city limits. I mean, if they have to border themselves up with a wall, which they do in the game, to keep the excrement out. When you get inside the city, it still looks like shit. It still looks like fucking a dung pile. And that's the thing that gets me. It's like, because they just basically took all the fucking texture maps and every goddamn thing from Fallout 3, ported it over to New Vegas, and just released it. Oh, here's the new game. And that's just cheap. It's a fucking... It's just cheap. That's all it is. And after a while, it's like, you know what? You have to wait like a year. And then 3 games come out. And 1 out of the 3 is possibly good. Because they'll hype up like 3 or 4 games every year. And then you're lucky if 2 of those 4. You're lucky if 1 of those 4 are really good. And that's the way the gaming industry is nowadays. And I'm just tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it. So, enough of that. 10. You know what would be great? If Pabst or any other company like that came out with a product that would give you the feeling of having like 4 beers after your first. And the first beer is always repugnant. I don't care who you are. No one ever pops open that first beer and's like, ooh, good. No. That's, I mean, I've drank beer for a long time, and every single time I drink the first beer, even this, the first beer always is like, not good. But by about beer 4, it's like, yeah. I mean, that's when it turns into water, basically. It'd be cool if these companies figured out a way to compress the 4 beers into 1. I don't know if that means make like a 20% beer. I don't know how to put it, but you know, to get you that sensation where you don't. The first beer is like a good start, a starter. You know, like a fireplace. You have your charcoals and you have to start it. You can't just throw a match on some charcoal and expect it to light up unless it's, I don't know. Well, you gotta get something to start it. And that's what the way beer should be too, if you really think about it. There should be the 1 can in the 12-pack, the starter can. And that's the can that gets you to beer 4, taste-wise or whatever. Maybe not alcohol-wise, but definitely taste-wise, absorbing the taste of the beer. It gets you there in 1 beer as opposed to having to drink 3 or 4 to get there. So, just an idea, throwing it out there. Maybe not, whatever. Beer 11. It's now been 2 hours. I thought I could do a 12-pack in 2 hours, but guess I can't. I slowed down a little bit after the first 6-pack. Beer 11, still working on it. Not going to be able to finish the 12-pack, not in this review. So what do I think about Pabst Blue Ribbon? The same as before I started. Good beer. Good drinking for the sake of drinking beer. I definitely prefer it over a Budweiser, Miller, or Michelob, Coors, anything like that. It's a go-to beer. It's good. That's it for drinking beer. I hope you enjoyed this review. Definitely check out more of my videos if this was informative or entertaining to you. Check me out on YouTube, which you're probably watching this on. Be sure to check me out on Facebook, and also my website, drinkandbeer.net, which if you go there, you'll be able to go to all of my other stuff. It's an easy hub to find everything. My name is John Plunkett, and this has been Drinking Beer. And until we meet again, happy trails, and keep drinking.
Do you have my stapler? Just a turn of the heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We'll be looking till the sun goes down. I believe. Do you have my stapler?